a goal. Delegates are expected to convene at the venue at the set time to review the activity report for the just ended football season and to usher in the new season. Welcome, as Santico Toko now. 35 minutes of play and it's 0-0 at Congo in Brazzaville. Well, we'll try and make connection to Dalali Atiasi, who is presently at the Ajaman Bedu, the second stadium in Doma. Hello, good afternoon, Dalali, and welcome. What's happening at Doma? Hello? Hello, Dala?
Five.
We'll still try and make connection to Dalali Atiasi. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, as I said, have started their game already and they've lasted 35 minutes. Karaneo Asante Kotoko Neo. Coach Steve Pollack managed to stick to his charges his first 11 when Kara visited Kotoko last 2 weeks, and Felix Ananis imposed Amos Frimpong as the right back. He's the captain of the team. Eric Donko left back. Audu Nafiu and Wahab Adams playing in the central defensive midfield. They have Jackson Owusu, Edwin Tufo Frimpong, Baba Mahama, Kwame Boyne, Sadiq Adams and Emmanuel Jemfiso. Tufo Frimpong is the only new player replacing Jordan Opoku. And the setup continuing. Ghana Oil Limited has managed to support the 43rd Swag Awards night with a whooping 50,000 Ghana cedis. The package includes a cash component of 40,000 Ghana cedis and products amounting to 10,000 Ghana cedis. Mr. Alex Aziu, Chief Operating Officer of Goyo, congratulated Swag for consistently recognizing and rewarding the hard work of sportsmen in the country.
We market our products to people, to individuals, to organizations. And normally the environment in which we operate, you need to give back to the society, those who are making things happen for you. So we as a company have it as part of our core objectives, a way of helping the society by way of developing our sports and then also promoting our sports. So every opportunity that we get to be able to help in our own small way to develop and promote sports, we usually do it. There are a lot of young Ghanaians who prepare themselves very, very well. And
we'll have to hold on now as we make connection with Dalali Atiasi from the Ajaman Bedu, the second stadium. Hello, good afternoon, Dalali.
We are welcome to the Ajaman Bedu Park at Doma. We've done about 4 minutes of the first half gone, and it's not going to either side. But what I can report to you out there listening to me is the fact that the supporters are here in their numbers, in their thousands, to cheer Ediana Stars on to victory. You will not even imagine that today is a Wednesday or a weekday. They are here in their numbers, and it looks as if it's a weekend game. But you can't begrudge the fans because this is the first time that Ediana Stars are playing an African Cup competition here at the Doma Park. This is the second time they are playing in the Cup Champions League.
Okay.
It's the first time that they are doing it here at the Doma Park. And I tell you, there are thousands of people here, all over here at the stadium, cheering them to victory. And what I can say is the fact that we've got dignitaries who are here to cheer the team on, both from the political divide, the NDDC side and the MPP side. We have the Deputy Minister for Youth and Sports, Pius Enam Hajide here. We also have the former Minister for Youth and Sports, that is Honorable Vincent Opo Asamoah, also here. We have Coach Kwesiape and assistant, that is Ibrahim Tanko, also here. We have the Chairman for Galka, Mr. Kujo Piano, also here. We have the MC also here. The Regional Minister for Brown Afo is also here. And so we've got lots of people here to come in here, to come and cheer Ediana Stars to victory. I would say that I've been at this stadium quite a number of times here, but I've never seen such a crowd here today. And the crowd are very expectant. They need nothing but victory from Ediana Stars. And a few minutes before kickoff, after the team had come in for the warm-up, Coach Kwesiape and Ibrahim Tanko went back to the dressing room to go and have a pep talk with the players before the start of the game here. And so the story here is that There's no goal to either side here, but the fans are here in their thousands, and they are expectant, wishing and willing that they are going to get a scoreline that they deserve to see Ghana through to the next stage of the competition.
Well, thank you very much, Dalali Atiasi, and we will try and get back to you later on. So you heard from Dalali Atiasi. 8 minutes of play at the Ajimambedu Stadium, and no goal has been recorded. Likewise, Asante Kotoko, they've lasted 38 minutes in Congo. The score is still 0-0, and then Kotoko are leading on a 1-0 aggregate after they beat Kara here by a goal to 0. Yes, you look at happening so far, and Sadiq Adams is out injured. He's been replaced by OWUSU. For Kumasi Asante Kotoko, staying with Goyal and Swag's partnership, Kwabna Yeboah, the president of Swag, has said his outfit has always been grateful to Goyal for their continuous support towards Ghana football.
I think it's amazing, it's wonderful, and Goyal have proven over the years that they're committed to sports promotion and development in this country. As I keep stressing, Swag is a non-profit organization, so without the financial support of outfits like Goyal, it becomes very difficult for us to continue honoring distinguished sportsmen and women over the years. Goyal have been with us over the years, and this year they've even topped up what they gave us last year. Last year was 40,000 Ghana cedis, this year 50,000 Ghana cedis. We truly appreciate that. And as a way of their continual support for Ghana football, maybe it's not accidental that they also support Asante Kotoko and Hatsobok, Ghana's two most glamorous sides. So we're eternally indebted to Goyal for this wonderful gift. I think preparations are far advanced. We had to reschedule the date because of Ghana's participation in the Commonwealth. We're hopeful that by the time we firm up, all the athletes would have returned from Gold Coast, Australia, from the Commonwealth. Everything is far advanced, and we're hoping to improve upon what we did last year. As I keep stressing, the Swag Awards night is not about sports journals, it's about distinguished sportsmen and women. And I proudly stress that this is an event that over the years sportsmen and women always look up to, which gives them inspiration and encouragement. And proudly, this is the longest award ceremony in the country.
Well, the longest ceremony in the country with regards to awards for sportsmen would be happening live in Accra on the 28th of April, and certainly you'd have a lot of people gunning for the award. Andrea Ayew is still in there gunning for the Footballer of the Year award. Hopefully he's usurped by a number of very good competitors, including Christian Achuchasam, Jordan Ayew, Asamoah himself up there to grasp the award. Well, Sports Flash is proudly sponsored by Betway. Yes, Betway. For those of you who forget to place a bet, anytime there is a game, you are very lucky. Live in play betting gives you that opportunity to bet whilst the game is currently on. If you're as big a sports betting fan as I am, then it's time you tried one of Betway's weekly jackpots. Every week there is over 10 million Ghana cedis on the line, just waiting to be won, with both prizes being readily available as soon as you get your correct score on match results. Betway has 3 different jackpots for you to choose from, and with multi-line betting you can even add more combinations to your pick. So what are you waiting for? Take your shot at being the best next Betway millionaire. www.betway.com.gh is the website to visit to register today. Don't forget that Premier League Live is proudly sponsored by Prestige Capital Limited, Tabia Herbal Capsules, Tabia Herbal Mixture, Rocket Clinic Limited, producers of Pacum for sexual weakness and male impotence. So anytime you want to enjoy the best of Premier League action, don't forget it's proudly sponsored by these companies. And we bring you live this weekend Chelsea versus Manchester United, as well as the Carabao Cup final. Arsenal will be playing against Manchester City at the Wembley. So Chelsea drew 1-1 against Barcelona in the round of 16 tie of the UEFA Champions League last night at the Stamford Bridge. The Catalans had barely threatened, but a misplaced pass from Andres Christensen gave Andres Iniesta that opportunity to allow Lionel Messi end his 730-minute goal drought against the Blues with a crisp left foot drive 15 minutes from time. Messi scored the 98th goal of his Champions League career, leaving the tie open in for the return leg in the Camp Nou. Well, the Blues Blues have also subdued Messi until Willian struck the woodwork twice in the first half before a fine low finish from the edge of the area to make it a third time lucky for the Brazilian and gave Antonio Conte's side a deserved lead after 62 minutes. Conte believes that his team were close to a perfect game until that mistake.
We were very close to play a perfect game. I think we paid dearly one mistake, and but as you know very well, against this opponent, this type of player like Messi, Iniesta, Suarez, if you make a mistake, you pay. You don't remember great save from Thibaut, and they had one chance in the first half with Paulinho, and then the second half with Suarez, and I think we played a really good game.
Well, Conte believes they played a very good game, but unfortunately they had to succumb to that lead late in the second half. Well, Bayern Munich yesterday looked assured of a Champions League quarter-final spot after a 7th straight season, thrashing 10-man Besiktas 5-0 in Germany. Thomas Müller and Lewandowski both netted twice, while Kingsley Coman also scored for the 5 times European Cup winners. Well, there are 2 games coming up this evening. Sevilla will be playing against Manchester United at this Juan Sanchez Pizjuan, and Jose Mourinho says that midfielder Paul Pogba shouldn't be the only one to be blamed anytime there is a mistake. All players are responsible for whatever happens in a football game.
I don't think it's fair to speak about the responsibilities of a player. I don't even like the fact that the player that cost X millions doesn't have the same responsibility as the player that cost 3 times X. I think the responsibility is for everyone. So I don't like that kind of approach. I understand for you, but not for me. And the same way for me, when I decide a team to play, I don't look to the age, I don't look to the salary, I don't look to the transfer fee, because I think that's not also fair.
Well, there is another game this evening. Shakhtar Donetsk will be playing against AS Roma. So as Manchester United visit Spain, Shakhtar would also play against AS Roma. Halftime in Congo, and Kara Brazzaville are leading Asante Kotoko by a 1-0. So it's now 1-1 on aggregate. Hopefully the second half may come good for the Porcupines, and it's also scoreless at the Ajimambedu Stadium as Al Tahidi also 1-0 aggregate to lead Ediana FC. Well, there on Drive Talk, DJ Ruben and Baby Lala are asking you to advise someone. I fell in love with a lady and mustered courage to propose to her. After 15 months, she never gave me a response. I met another lady who readily accepted to marry me. Days later, the first lady calls to arrange a meeting over lunch, at which she makes a commitment to a lasting relationship. She says I shouldn't hurt her. I'm confused. Please advise me. Charlie? First things first, the current relationship is much more important than the old one. It might be a calculated plan to hurt you.
You're rocking with the best.
Drive Time on Love 99.5 FM.
The best music, the best variety.
DJ Ruben is writing.